Hey everybody, it's Renee here and I'm bringing you another video, and it's been a while since I've actually been on camera, so hello again and hello to everybody that I haven't met before. So today I'm bringing you a fun Disney video. I have made a junk journal. It's still in the works, however, but I'm going to show you what I've got so far. I can't wait to get going and show you what we have, so let's get going. This is my Disney journal, and I have made this just recently. I'm still working on it, and it will be a work in progress. So I might work on this with some of you from time to time. So if this is something you're interested in, and you're a Disney lover like I am, you might want to, if you haven't already done it so, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell notification and the all, and like the video, which thanks me, thank you a lot for doing that, and it helps me a lot. But also at the same time, you will get everything as they come available. So this journal is a pretty big one. It's 6 signatures. There's 217 pages. Plus I have some add-ons, which I will show you. There's pockets, flips, 3 mini books, tags, all kinds of stuff. I've added a middle piece up in the front. It says look for the magic. I might actually go over that with some silver. I'm not sure. I may keep it gold. There's number 33, and that is for Club 33, and I just put that at the bottom. I've added these little toggles and stuff. These I had for years and years, probably 20 years, and I just repurposed them. It used to be in a little kid's bracelet. I thought this looked like Buzz, or not Buzz, Woody from Toy Story's shirt, so I used this fabric. So this is the front cover. The back cover is the same type of paper. I've had this paper for quite some time. And now let's get opening. And I'm going to be bleeping out some of the pictures because I did go on a trip with my friends, and my friends' pictures are in some of these. And it's not really fair to them that I use their pictures. So just bear with me. So I'm just going to cover that. This one, I went to Disneyland November 3rd to the 8th of this past year, and it was a lot of fun. It was the 100th year, and yeah, I had a great time, but as I'm sure everybody else that's went has as well. So there's that page. The next page same thing. I stayed at the Disneyland Hotel and Pixar Pier. Pixar Pier for only one night. Now or I guess it's Pixar Pier now. It was Paradise Pier maybe then. And we stayed in the villas at Disneyland, and it had just opened. So that was absolutely spectacular. If you've never stayed there, I highly recommend staying there. It was absolutely gorgeous. So here I will be putting some writing in here, adding more pictures, adding more things as I find them. And I also have lots of ephemera and brochures and things from just recently and in yesteryear. So this first section, in most of my signatures I did, I switched them up, and every signature was a different theme park, or I guess like a different section of the park. So like here, California Adventure, this is going to be page on the transportation. So you have like the streetcars, and then Disneyland, these ones. So I kind of tried to switch that up a little bit. But this one is just us in front of the castle. Here is a little picture of the castle. Thought it was a gorgeous picture. And this is older paper as well. This one here, this is in downtown Disney. And it's the Disney 100 year. And it's a little statue. This was Main Street. So you could put this in here. And I just added pictures of balloons. I'm terrified of balloons, for anybody that knows me. But the Disneyland balloons I just find are so magical and pretty. This one here is food, and everybody loves the Disneyland food. I don't know how you couldn't. There's such amazing things there. we went to Splitsville and I had the, I think it's called the Mexican corn tortillas or the tacos, nachos, but they were so good. I got acid reflux in the evening from them, but they were so delicious. And the corn dogs. Like, I go for the corn dogs. I absolutely love corn dogs and the frozen bananas with peanuts on the stick. Those are my favorite things. I've had those ever since I was a little kid going with my parents, and they are my go-to. The sweet shops. I have a major sweet tooth, and yeah, I love all the baking. I don't buy it all. I think I bought one cookie, but the sweet shop, like the people who do all the baking and things at Disneyland, are amazing. I have to cover many of these, so don't think that that's the whole book. But I just took a picture of my roommates. There was 3 of us. There was 9 girls that went on this trip. 2 of them were daughters, and we had a fabulous time. So this next one here, this one is a pocket. It's a postcard, a vintage postcard, but it's a pocket, so you can put something in here. This is basically just showing you what you can do. Same thing, I just like a little flip. This one here, it's a picture of like just my friends, but I think we were all in the elevator. But same thing, I'm going to add a lot of different journaling to this and more pictures and brochure ephemera and whatnot. This one here, it's my faves. So faves of Main Street, which happened to be for me, and a lot of these I'm sure are same as yours. Main Street shopping, the giant Christmas tree, we were there in November, so the Christmas tree was up. The corn dog cart, as I said. Frozen banana on a stick. Seeing all the balloons, even though I'm terrified of them. Restaurants on Main Street, there's so many great ones. The magic, just feeling the magic of being at Disneyland. Characters walking everywhere. All the happy people, everybody seems to be in a fairly good mood. Walking through the doors. So as soon as you walk through the doors, you know you're in for fun. And feeling like a little kid again. The castle. Sweet shops. Pixar Pier Hotel, the villas at Disneyland Hotel, and the buffet at the Grand California. And we went to that, and it was amazing. The one thing with that is the first time I went to Disneyland, I was 5 years old. My grandparents used to live down in California, and I went a number of times when I was younger, and a bunch of times when I've been an adult. I totally am envious of anybody who lives in that area that gets to go all the time. You have no idea how lucky you are. But it truly is my happy place, as it is most people I think that go there. These are some fun ones. I actually photocopied these, but they are tickets that we had from the first time I went, which was in either 1975 or 1976. And these are the tickets that you used to have to use to get into Disneyland. They used to be similar to a lot of places. This is very outdated now, but you'd have to have a ticket for every ride you went on. So you'd have these books of tickets, and then you'd have to cash one in, and that's what this is the ticket book. So here is just a pocket with a bag that I had like our itinerary. I have my hotel room key, some receipts, the guide map from that time, just stuff like that. So I've kept that in this pocket. And now we're going to Adventureland. And basically when I first set this up, when I was making this journal, I had plans because I've been in the works for a while. And initially I was going to have all the different parks kind of combined and not separated. So when I first started that, some of my papers have different areas, like you might have Fantasyland and Adventureland. And I couldn't change it after the fact. So you might have the odd one in these that are still like that. But for the most part, I've combined them. So this is Adventureland and the Tiki Room. I haven't put pictures of the Tiki Room yet because my friends are in a lot of them. So I haven't done that yet or written. Same with these. There's going to be a lot of Tiki Room and the Jungle Cruise, because there's lots of cool pictures of that. Dole Whip, those will all be in here. Here's another pocket. Same thing with just receipts from the Disney parks. This one here, I made a little flip, and as you can see, this kind of gets bent, so I might cut this a little bit shorter. but this is all tiki stuff, and I'm just going to write a little bit inside here and maybe put a title or a picture in here. These are advertising that I found just on the internet, and because I'm not selling the book, it's for my own personal use. I copied these and I just added these cool advertising into my book. So here we have the faves of Adventureland. And for me, it's all the cute shops, Dole Whip, Indiana Jones Ride, the Tiki Room, the Giant Turkey Leg, Mexican Restaurant, which I actually think is in Frontierland, the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, and the Jungle Cruise. Yeah, it's very cool in there. I don't find Adventureland is very big, but it is a cool area to go. Here is just an old postcard that I copied, and I put it in here. That's the Jungle Cruise. Same thing, I will be adding more pictures to this area. Indiana Jones Ride. So there's lots that I will be putting in here, and I will show that later once things are more finished. But I wanted to give you an idea of what there is to do now. Same thing, like there's lots to put in here. And you can make these as big or as small as you want to. We are still in our first signature. So this is Jungle Book, not the Jungle Cruise, this is Jungle Book. So there's that one. This is Jasmine Aladdin. And now we're getting to Frontierland, which I have to say is probably my most favorite land. So here we have Frontierland. And like I said, it's my favorite area. I love the fort type gates when you walk through. And this is our happy place. I did that on my cameo. These ones I have to still tack in. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. These were postcards of Pirates of the Caribbean. So I will be putting those in here, but I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. So those will be in here. The Golden Horseshoe. It's a very cool restaurant. For years, I had never went in there. I didn't know what it was when I went with my parents. And then I went in there not realizing it's a restaurant. It's actually pretty cool. So there's that. This is just a flip, and I'm going to have a piece of paper here and do some writing. So it just says Big Thunder and has all the things about Big Thunder. This is an advertisement for Bear Country, which is no longer, sadly. Bear Country, I absolutely loved it, and I loved the country bears growing up. And it makes me sad that it's gone now. Now it is the home of Galaxy's Edge for Star Wars. So faves of Frontierland: Big Thunder Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Rivers of America, the canoes, those are a lot of fun, Winnie the Pooh Ride, Splash Mountain, New Orleans Square, shopping, the Blue Bayou Restaurant, River Belle Terrace Restaurant, the Golden Horseshoe, the Disney Railroad, Market Square, and Critter Country. And as we speak, they are switching over Splash Mountain to Princess and the Pea, I believe. Or is it? No, not Princess and the Pea, Princess and the Frog. So this was an advertisement for Big Thunder Mountain. I am going to put a Haunted Mansion title in here, so that has not been done yet. And then I will put some journaling in here, so that will be coming up. This I'm going to put, same thing, some different ephemera or different tags and things like that. This is one tag I made. And I'm going to do some writing on the back. I burnt the bottoms, and I'm just going to put this in here for now. So that will go in here. And also here's another one I made. Same thing, burnt the bottoms. I'll put that in here for now. And then that'll be finished later. This is just a picture of Tom Sawyer's Island. And then there's the boat coming through. So I am going to do some writing on here. I have an advertisement for that. This I covered my friends with some stickies. But anyways, Jazz Kitchen. It used to be Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen in downtown Disney. So we went there and the food was spectacular. I have to say I prefer the old decor over the new decor. The new decor is very cold. The old decor was, you felt like you were in New Orleans. Like, it was very neat. So that was kind of a letdown, but the food was still fabulous. I had a lobster roll with fries, And then the bread pudding, which I had it before and it was absolutely delightful. So there's that. Here is Pirates of the Caribbean. Same thing, I made another tag. I'm gonna write on that and that can go in there. Also, I made some books. So this can go in here as well. This is a mini book of Frontierland. There's no writing or pictures in here yet, and there's quite a few. I just put some stickers on the edge from some of the different areas. And very easy to make. I actually have a tutorial I will link up top showing you how you can make a card or a book like this. And yeah, it's a different theme, but it will give you the idea of how to make these. So there's that. So I flip that. Here is on the water again. So this I will be putting a title and jazzing it up. Here's the old Splash Mountain. This is the Haunted Mansion. So this, yeah, again, one of the best rides. And I will be putting some writing in here, maybe a title. Again, Country Bears, love them. Such a fun area. It's sad it's gone. But I will be putting a little bit of a title in here. I'm going to put some pictures and some rating in here of Big Thunder. This is Market Square, Mardi Gras area. So much fun in here. So that, that will be done as well. Maybe a title, rating. This is so neat in this area. This, like I was saying, is actually part of Fantasyland, but I'm going to put some different things in here, and it is a pocket. It should be in the Fantasyland area, but that's okay. New Orleans Square. This is an old pack of postcards I had from many years ago, and as you can see, there's the Country Bears there, and there's some jazz players here, and this is the beginning of Market Square, and I will be putting some 5 favorites here of New Orleans Square. This is kind of at the base of Pirates of the Caribbean when you're first lining up. It's when you're entering the building, and I just thought it was cool because I've never actually stopped to read it because you're usually in a rush to get into the ride. But I'm going to put some rating in here, and I just thought that was cool. Blue Bayou, that is the restaurant in Pirates of the Caribbean, and I've never eaten there myself. I really want to. But I would love to hear from you guys what you recommend if you've been there and what you think of the Blue Bayou, so let me know in the comments. But this is the view from the restaurant. New Orleans Square, this is just an advertisement. And this is me standing in front of the island. This is actually, when you think of it, this is Peter Pan. But Peter Pan is part of Fantasyland, but it's also a pirate. So that's kind of why I put it in here, because it was also Pirates of the Caribbean area. An advertisement for Frontierland. I'm going to put something here yet, just haven't done it. This is another pocket, and this is a vintage postcard of the Haunted Mansion. This one I haven't tacked down yet, but it's Country Bears. And that will be in here, and I'll put a little bit of writing in here as well. Here is Winnie the Pooh ride. It's my friends and I in the Honey Pot, but I will be putting some just writing in here. This is a Bear Country ad, and yeah, that's little bees and everything. So this was a lot of fun. That's such a cute ride. Now we are starting into Fantasyland. So this is, again, another pocket, and we put a bunch of things in there. This is a flip, and there will be writing in here. This is the Yeti from the Matterhorn. This is another pocket. These are just some tags I had, but I haven't done anything with them yet, and I just popped them in here. That's from Pinocchio. Again, some advertising. This is from Dumbo. 5 favorites, so I still have to write down what my 5 favorites are. This is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and I just got to do some rating in here. Alice in Wonderland advertisement. This is getting on the Peter Pan ride. So I'm going to have a little title here, and I tried to put these next to the pictures I had. So a little bit of writing, so I'll put a piece of paper here and write. And like true junk journals, I will be adding lots of things onto these. They won't be just sitting like this and just white around here. I will be, you know, adding some stuff, so it's like a junk journal. So this is like a journal, junk journal in one. Pinocchio. This is the beginning of the Pinocchio ride, and same thing, Pinocchio advertising. I will probably put a little bit of a title here. That's Pinocchio. This was paper I already had, and I popped that on here, and I just had a sticker that said Princess Aurora. So put that here. This is just a picture of my friends and I in front of the castle. So I will probably just leave it or put some sentiments here on a piece of white paper. This is the Matterhorn and the submarine area. I might put a title here or just write. I haven't decided yet. I had an extra sticker of the Yeti, so I just plopped him on the Matterhorn advertising, which I thought was kind of funny. So faves of Fantasyland. Peter Pan's Flight, Snow White's Enchanted Wish, Pinocchio's Daring Journey, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, The Matterhorn Bobsleds, It's a Small World, Sleeping Beauty's Castle, Mad Tea Party Teacups, Casey Jr.'s Circus Train, Storybook Land Canal Boats, Red Rose Tavern, Edelweiss Snacks. So that's a lot of things that are in there, but Fantasyland is really cool. And I also added into this area Mickey's Toontown, so there'll be a little bit of that coming up. And those would be Runaway Railway, which is so much fun if you haven't done it yet, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, Mickey's House, and Minnie's House. So Peter Pan. This is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That's just, I thought it was so cool. How often do you look up at the ceiling? But this is all about the teacups, a picture of my friend and I. So yeah, that will be a fun one. I'll probably just leave it like that. This is getting on Alice in Wonderland. We didn't have anything for Small World because it was closed when we went there. And this is a pocket. So there's another pocket here. And I did do a mini book of Fantasyland. So this is another one just like the other one. There's the princesses. And this will be written into and some pictures and whatnot. And again, follow that link I had up above before, and I will put it down in the description so you can make your own little book like that. Okay, so Alice in Wonderland, which is such a fun ride. Advertising for Snow White and just Fantasyland, Mr. Toad. This, again, is one of those times when I had Frontierland here. This is a pocket, but you can also put a picture in here. So I will be adding stuff in here. Runaway Railway, like I said, and Roger Rabbit. So these were fun rides and things to see and do. Here's a belly band, and I just put, when you have the app, the Disney app, you can make different funny pictures of yourself and things. I had lots of fun doing that. And then here is one of the guide maps. So I just put that in here underneath the belly band. Same thing, I've got lots of space to do more pictures, more writing, more ephemera. This is an old postcard from Pinocchio. Same thing, I might add a little piece of paper or something and do some journaling. This is Snow White. Same thing. This is Sleeping Beauty's castle. Here's Doug from Up. Here are some of the characters that I saw when I was there and took pictures. I love this one of Pocahontas, but yeah, they all turned out very, very good. Yeah, Dumbo again. And then Mary Poppins. So I put on my Mary Poppins paper. And then we're going into Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland has not been one of my more favorite areas, to be honest. it has changed a lot because, as you can tell with technology and, you know, times changing in different decades, Tomorrowland changes a fair bit because things of tomorrow are no longer what we saw 10 years ago. So a lot of the rides there have changed. Like when I was a kid, you had the People Mover there. You had a lot of different things there. There was the, I can't remember what they were called, but they were like the, I was going to say the gazebo, that's not, the gondola ride that used to go through the Matterhorn mountain. Like there's so many cool things, and all of those are gone now. So anyways, we're starting with an advertisement of Space Mountain. I was going to do a little write-up in here. I also added Galaxy's Edge to this because technically it is like a Tomorrowland, but it's just not in Tomorrowland at the park. So here's one of the stormtroopers. Here is a drink from Oga's Cantina. I am going to put a title here and whatnot. That's what these little markers are, so I remind myself. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun here. It was really neat, the drinks there, and the food was not bad. So I will do some more writing in here about that. This is the Astro Orbiter. I will be doing just a little bit of a write-up and a title. The Utopia, I didn't ride it this time, but it was one of those huge rides that when you were a little kid and couldn't drive yet was a big deal. So I'm going to actually find a picture of me when I was a little kid and put it in here and do a write-up about the Utopia. So faves of Tomorrowland. Space Mountain, clearly such a good ride. Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, Astro Orbiter, Star Tours, Utopia, Galactic Grill has good food, and the Pizza Planet. Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, Rise of the Resistance, Smuggler's Run are amazing rides. Oga's Cantina and the Ronto Roasters. So like I was saying, here's the People Mover that's no longer there. Here's two different things I already had printed and I just kept them in here, so I will be covering them with different odds and ends. Old Mickey's Steamboat Willie. I made sure I put something really old because it was the 100th year. So here's another picture of my friends and I at Oga's Cantina. And same thing, I'm going to have a little title here and do some rating. This is the submarine ride, which is Nemo now. Growing up, it wasn't Nemo. Same thing, I'm going to do a little write-up and have a picture here. Some more space to write or add something. Tomorrowland Pocket. So I did not make a little book for Tomorrowland, but I put my receipts in there. Lots of room to write, add different things, add pictures. So there's lots of that. One thing I'm going to show you, which I missed showing you before, I do have another little book, and it's of the Adventureland. So it says it's a jungle out there. Same thing, it's the same type of little book with little stickers from that land and whatnot. So there's that one as well, which is also going to be in the Adventureland area. So here,
oh wow,
we have another picture of my friends and I, and it was just in front of the Ferris wheel. We are now in California Adventure. So lots of fun. This was an old sticker I've had for probably 20 years. So there's that. Another picture of my friends and I in front of the Ferris wheel. A picture of San Francisco Square, which I thought was so cool. I hadn't seen that before. It hadn't been changed, I don't believe. I went there in 2019 with my friends, and that was not San Francisco then. Here is a picture of my friend and I on the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, which actually is in Tomorrowland, but because I had Toy Story paper, I put it with this layer area. So here, faves of California Adventure, which there are many. Radiator Springs Racers, my favorite ride. Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters. Toy Story Midway Mania. The Little Mermaid. Grizzly River Run. Soarin', which used to be Soarin' over California, San Francisco, Buena Vista Street, Monsters Inc., Mickey's Philharmonic, Cozy Cone Motel, Flo's V8 Cafe, Cucina Cucamonga Mexican Grill, Lamplight Lounge, Corndog Castle, Senor Buzz Churros, Angry Dogs, Smoke Jumpers Grill, and Award Wieners. So here's just a picture of me in front of two things. My friends went to a character breakfast, which I didn't want to go to. So I just did some things by myself and had a lot of fun, and it was a great time. So sometimes it's not bad to be by yourself. Here is Radiator Springs ride, and it is so much fun. I could just ride this all day long. It is one of the best rides. So I have pictures of different parts of Radiator Springs. It was just my friends and I while we were on the car in Radiator Springs. This one I haven't finished. I have to put a picture of Little Mermaid ride and do some rating, which was a fun ride. Another one of my friends and I. So it's just us in front of this Cars Land, so I'm going to do some rating here. And this is a whole bunch of pictures of different parts of Cars Land, which is fabulous. Whoever came up with that idea to do Cars Land the way they did is a genius. So here's a picture of me. We all had matching shirts. In my Dynaco shirt, which I absolutely love and wear all the time, even still. And yeah, it was a lot of fun being in California Adventure. Here we did the World of Color. It's just a picture of the World of Color. These are two pictures I took in the evening of, this is Pixar Pier. And this was a lot of fun. Obviously an optic collusion in California Adventure of falling down a hole. So it's just very cool. Beignets. So I bought a whole bunch of beignets when we were in downtown Disney at Jazz Kitchen. And my two roomies and I, it took us 3 days to eat them. We bought 15 and they were so filling and so good. So I highly recommend if you go to downtown Disney, hit Jazz Kitchen and buy the beignets. Here I will put some more stuff. This, again, like I said before, was part of Adventureland. More cars. How could you not have lots of cars? I had lunch or breakfast when my friends were at the character breakfast. I went and had a bite to eat at Flo's V8 Cafe, and the tree there, I don't know if you could see, was spectacular. I loved it. It was really neat. It had all car decorations, and it was pink and blue and metallic, and just loved it. So that's what those all are. Another picture of my friends and I in front of Goofy. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Or not Goofy, Pluto. So we had a picture in front of the airplane at Soarin' with Pluto. More pictures of just random pictures I took at Cars Land. Same thing, I'm going to put just random things in here and do some rating and whatnot. The other side of Cars Land. My friends and I, just a picture of us. This is Monsters Inc., which was such a fun ride. I might do a little bit of writing in here. Again, another pocket. This is the guide map for California Adventure. Toy Story, lots I could do with Toy Story. There's a picture of me in the packaging, if you remember, on Toy Story, so I'm going to put that on here probably. This is my friends and I with Walt. This one is Grizzly River Run. I could ride that again all day long, and usually it's pretty warm when you're in California, so you drive pretty fast, but it was a lot of fun. I'm going to do a little write-up here, my friends and I on the ride. And then this is us leaving. We were just walking, actually. It was, I think, our last day or close to the last day. So I thought it was perfect for ending the book. And then this was my meal on the ride home on the airplane. So I'm going to just do like a final, this is what it was, and how the trip ended. And then here is another pocket, so you can put whatever in here. So this is my Disneyland book. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to be adding sometimes bit by bit or writing in here, and I might add it into the videos. So let me know if that's something you would want to see, or you just want to see the final flip through once I'm completely done. Disneyland is awesome. I love doing anything Disney. I would love to see your guys' Disneyland videos, so if you have one, drop it, a link to it in the comments so I can see yours. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Have an awesome day. Thanks for watching again and supporting my channel. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.